crazy, do the mumble like a crazy weirdo.
Here it is. I finally got it done. Like I said, I was talking about needing the fittings for it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the 12-volt water filter portable pump using an RV filter. I'll show you how I built it and everything that's involved in it. And again, it's just in a pistol gun case. You guys have probably seen these things with overlanders. Anybody who's done the overlanding thing and has been into that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is something you can build at home. It's pretty easy. You know, it took about an hour-ish, hour and a half to build. But yeah, you can totally build this at home. And it didn't take that long, and you know, for relatively inexpensively, you can buy something like this online for about I want to say between $190 to $300. But when you see how cheap it was to build, you know, I've got literally probably about $40 wrapped up in this. Now keep in mind, I had the pistol case laying around. I had already had the 12-volt pump. You can get the 12-volt pumps on Amazon for about $50, and then all the fittings and stuff, you're going to spend another $40 or so on the fittings. So yeah, about $90 you could build you one like this, again, by yourself, and it's super easy to do. All right, so we're going to start out with the pistol case. Here it is, just a regular old pistol case. Opens up into the case, and as you can see, everything that you need is stored in the case. Super easy, no big deal. All right. So we'll start with the intake end, which is here. This is the input. That is the outflow. So what I've got here is, this is a Harbor Freight from an old pump that I had. It's a 12-volt sump pump, but it has a canister sediment filter attached to it right there. So you drop this into the pond, and then you screw this end onto there, and I have a quick disconnect that I put on these, and it works pretty good. Okay, and then for the outflow, so it comes in, goes over, comes out. For your outflow, Sawyer mini water filters have screw-in nozzles, and it just so happens that these quick disconnectors, well, your standard garden hose too, will screw into these and make your Sawyer filter a lot. Basically turns your Sawyer Mini into a portable pump filter. So totally useful. You guys know the Sawyer Minis you can get for about $30. Great water filters. They last. You guys know that. So yeah, so that screws basically onto this end. Super easy. Just like that. Bam, done. All right. Now for the components, what I built. This is 1/2-inch ID tubing, a PEX 1/2-inch elbow, and then a 1/2-inch to 3/4 garden hose adapter fitting. Super easy here. Just have to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever and hunt down all the little fittings. It took me longer to find the fittings at Home Depot than it did to put this thing together. So there's that. Anyway, so the pump is a 3 gallon per minute SureFlow pump. I did all the wiring, had the switches and things here. Super easy to wire up. So you got 3 switches, and that's how you turn it on, and that's how you turn it off. Now this was the thing. So I didn't have a plug adapter necessarily that I really wanted to use. This is a 12-volt pump, and I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'm still not completely 100% set on what I'm going to do here, but I had these adapters, these plugs laying around here at the house, and this just plugs in. I can do this like that. And that just plugs in like that. And then I had this laying around the house too. Again, a 12-volt cigarette lighter, and it just, you can literally plug it into a cigarette lighter. I'm going to redo this cable. I'm not totally happy with this part right here. So plug in cable in. I'll probably find me an Amazon fitting. Maybe use a ASE adapter, or maybe even an Anderson plug or something along that lines, and bolt it here to the top for the wires to come in. But again, super easy to wire up. And you guys can, I'm sure, see the utility of having something like this in your kit, be it in your truck, in your car, whatever. The ability to literally just drop it next to a ditch, drop that end into the ditch and pump up and fill up canteens, water jugs, whatever. I can't remember exactly how many thousands of gallons. I want to say it's 10,000 gallons or 100,000. I don't know, that the Sawyer filter will do. Now, what I may do, and I thought about doing this too, and Uman reminded me, thanks to him for throwing this out this morning. But here, before you go, so you have your sediment filter here, but before you go into the pump system, getting another RV canister, the 20 micron canisters to put on here. So you screw that onto there. So you've got your filtering, 3 times before it goes into your, your canteen or Camelback or water filter or whatever, water tank. But yeah, you guys can probably see the utility in having something like this. I built it for the camper and to throw in my truck and leave it there, with a empty jerry can with water, and that way I can just fill it up and go. So totally useful thing, something you can build on your own. And hopefully you guys, try something like this. It's really not hard to do. Again, you just drill holes in the pistol box and mount the thing in there. The hardware I just screwed through the back here and then mounted it on the inside of the case. And then it all stores up inside the case. Super easy. There it is. And again, it just fits right in the back. Everything's there. So hope you guys found something entertaining about this. I know it's kind of weird, but it'll serve its purpose. So again, beans, band-aids, bullets, water, and knowledge, because knowledge is something they can't take from you. Kaz out.